Good evening. It's Wednesday night and time for another Facebook Live. My laptop has been acting up. Excuse me, so let me see if I can get it to behave. Sorry, I've got a frog in my throat. Oh my goodness. It's like nothing. It doesn't want to do anything. Hey, Betty. I'm trying to get my laptop to behave. Hey, Nancy. So I can share the video with the group. Praying with Cindy group, but it does not seem to want to do anything. So we may have to just share it later. I don't know what it is doing. Nope. I don't know. I click on my Creating with Cindy on my laptop and nothing happens. Hey, Allison. I get a blank screen. Let me try refreshing and I'll try again and then we'll just give up and I'll have to share it later. See if the fifth time is the charm. I don't know what it's doing now. It's not even going to a blank page. There we go. Ooh, we might be making it now. Okay. What are the chances it will actually share? We're almost there. Almost. All right. I think it's there. Goodness gracious, that was harder than it needed to be. All right. So we are almost done with celebration. This week is the last week of celebration. If you're not familiar with that, it's where you can get free stuff when you buy things. So for every $50 you spend, you can pick out something free. There's some gorgeous paper. There's stamp sets. There are a couple of items, like this one is free with $100. It's a stamp set and paper. And then this big stamp set is free with $100. So there's some gorgeous things in here. And I've been trying to show you some of them this week since this is the last week for it. And I hadn't really shown you much of this stamp set. So this is one of the ones you can get free. Approaching Perfection. It's a birthday stamp set. And we'll make this in a different color tonight. And then I'll show you a couple other cards I made just with some of the different sentiments and different layouts. But what I'm using, this paper that I'm using, is something that you can get free if you join Stampin' Up. So if you're not already a Stampin' Up demonstrator, let me get some of this out so you can see it. If you join before the end of this week, before the end of February, then you'll get, and this is just one of them, I'm just using it to show you. It's 6x6. This is the In Colors, the newest In Colors. So you have Misty Moonlight, Cinnamon Cider, and there's two different patterns. Just Jade. I won't be able to hold these all like this. Bumblebee. And then Magenta Madness. And then on the other side, our other pattern. So this is like a diagonal check and then that. So this, like I said, this is the latest In Colors that we have. But you get that package and you also get the same thing in each of the color families. So the Regal Subtles, Brights, and Neutrals. So the same thing. So if you're not already a Stampin' Up demonstrator and you're interested in this, be sure and reach out to me this week because you'll get all this paper free. That's all. They always have an extra special during celebration to join Stampin' Up, and it's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun stamping together. You get to get new things early. Let me grab something real quick. Just a little teaser. There's a new bundle that's coming out that is butterflies, which I love. So it's got this gorgeous paper, and this butterfly is from the paper. And this won't be available until next month for customers, but if you join, you could get this bundle. It's a stamp set and dies that cut these out, and this gorgeous paper, and then there's this kind of natural paper here. So all of that won't be available until next month unless you join Stampin' Up! This week, and then you could go ahead and get it. So I'll show you some more of that next week, but I wanted to just tell you a little bit about that in case you were thinking about joining. That might be the final push that you'll be like, okay, I got to get it now. If you're like me, I had to get those butterflies as soon as they were available. So tonight we're using the Approaching Perfection and then the new paper that you get. Hey, Debbie, I'm glad you get to watch us. I'm glad you took some time off work to join us. So this is the Designer Series paper. Now this paper will be in the next annual catalog, but you can get it now when you join. So this is the card we're going to make, but we're going to make it in Just Jade. And these cards, I went super quick and easy with them tonight. So this is the Just Jade. So this is one piece. I probably should have cut it with you. One piece of 6x6 paper. I can kind of put it back together so you can see. One piece of 6x6 paper. And I'll put the dimensions on my blog when I'm done with the video. So you cut it at 4 inches. So then you have this piece. And then you cut it to 5 1/4, and that gives you a nice layer. So now you have this little piece, and I just flipped it over. So this gives you a nice layer to layer on your card base. But before we start putting it all together, let's do our stamping. So I'm going to do the same stamping on this one that I did on the Misty Moonlight one. I'm going to take this sentiment, and this is the Memento Black, and I like to squishy it like this when it's black. This is a real stiff pad, so you can do this. You wouldn't want to do this with our normal ink pads, but with the Memento you can do this. You get it nice and inked up, and I'm going to put it hopefully straight. But you know, that's always a challenge when you're on camera. I mean, it's a challenge for me anyway, but I'm going to put it towards the top. And just hold it for a few seconds to let that black ink transfer. There we go, not too bad. All right, so we're done with that. Like I said, this is a super quick and easy. So now I've got my Just Jade and I've got my candles. And I'm going to ink that up. You see, I'm just tapping it on these ones. And I'm going to stamp it off because I don't want it to interfere with my sentiment, and I'm just going to stamp it there. So now you just have some cute little candles at the bottom. So this would be a great thing to get together with friends. You could make a bunch of these. You know, if you had the stamp set and one of these packs of paper, you could get together with friends and make a whole bunch of these. All right, let me get my adhesive. So now we're just going to layer this stuff up. So I'm going to put this, and I've just got a piece of Just Jade to mat that on. And then let's put, so we're going to save this piece, set it aside for the moment. We'll take this one, and we'll put this one, this little strip that came off the bottom. We'll just put it kind of across the bottom of this. And so it's not a lot different, but it's just kind of subtle, just something a little different. And then we'll put this on our card base. And I did this, like I said, small enough that you have a nice border around it with your card. And then this we'll just put on flat. And I'm going to put it over to the left a little bit. About there. And then we have this balloon punch. Sometimes it's easier to show you from that side. So I'm going to take the other piece from that, and it will work perfectly to punch out 2 balloons. And you still have a little bit left. So we did all of this with one piece of that designer series, that 6x6 designer series paper. And so when I did this before, let me get my liquid glue. I just took a little bit of the liquid glue and put it on the back side of this edge right here. So right there. This was easier for me. You can do this however you want. And then I'm just going to glue that to my big balloon. I'm going to let it sit there. Whoop. A little bit much. Sit there for just a second. Let that get adhered, hopefully not to my paper. And then I can turn the whole thing over and put a couple of dimensionals. And that was just easier for me than, I mean, you could do them separately, but I did it this way. For some reason, this was easier for me. All right, and then you just put that here on the edge, and there you go. Simple, very simple, quick and easy. If you wanted, you could always dress it up with more stuff. You could add some strings to your balloons. You could add some ribbon like these in colors. We have all of the ribbon that matches them. You could add some ribbon around that. So a lot of things you could do to dress it up, add some rhinestones. But I wanted to just show you some real quick and easy cards. So let me, oh, and I forgot to tell you, everybody that comments on the video will get in the drawing for one of these. So you can tell me when you can comment and tell me if you like the blue or the green, the Misty Moonlight or the Just Jade. And I'm behind on drawing, so I will do all of that soon and get those other ones out to you. But to show you the others I made, so this one I made with the, let me show you the stamp set. This stamp right here, and I just stamped it a bunch of different ways. Just kind of made a little background. Now, thanks, Betty. If you wanted the sentiment to stand out, you could always do like this one in black or a darker color to make it stand out. But I kind of liked it like this, just monochromatic. Again, you could dress it up. I did put that strip of paper on the side here. Not as much as showing it on it here, but still you have that little strip. You might as well use it. Thanks, Allison, Nancy. And then the last one I have to show you is this Magenta Madness one. There is a little balloon stamp. And you could color it in if you wanted. I didn't, so I just stamped some balloons, punched a couple of balloons. There's my strip there, and that's it. So, quick and easy. These would be great to get together with a bunch of friends and make them. Here, I'm trying to make them look better, but there we go. I think you can see them mostly. But like I said, very quick and easy cards to make. If you don't have this stamp set, this is your last week to get it. So go ahead and place an order. This one you get free with $50. If you're not already on my team and you would like to join, you can get all this paper free when you do that. If you do that by the end of the week. So if I can help you with anything, please feel free to reach out. Hey, hi, Lanita. Oh, she likes the pink. Yeah, I knew you would like the pink. Debbie likes the Misty Moonlight. Good, good. You can find me on www.creatingwithcindy.com or creatingwithcindy@gmail.com if you want to send me an email. All right, I think that's all I have for you tonight. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next week where we will be playing with butterflies. My favorite. So, thank you, ladies. Good night.